everyone, Tom was here back at with another video that, to be honest, I didn't expect I would be doing. This is to show off my latest addition to the Arcade1Up collection I have. This would be the third cabinet. And a little bit of backstory, I randomly got a unexpected $200 gift card. I was not prepared for it. And normally people would say, oh, let's do something with, the house, or let's buy something practical. But my mindset, as I'm an almost 40-year-old child, is let's find something completely impractical because it's unexpected money. And then the fine people at Walmart decided they were putting an Arcade1Up brand new cabinet that started out as $600. I think that was the retail, it was $600, which is completely outrageous for what that is. But it was reduced down to $199, and with that and a gift card, it basically covered it. So I got this for free. So we are going to check out the third Arcade1Up cabinet in the collection, and that will be The Simpsons. And yeah, Walmart put it on sale for $199, which is pretty crazy. I follow a Arcade1Up community on Facebook, and they throw out deals when people put them on like Facebook Marketplace and Walmart. So I know a million other people have done reviews of this cabinet, but I have yet to do one. So we're going to get into it on Tom Was Here.
Hey, how do you like this? I'm Dan Israel, and you're watching Tom Was Here.
Okay, so yeah, they've made some additions to Arcade1Up since the last one I bought, which was the Ninja Turtles arcade machine. So quite a few improvements to it. The deck and the kind of main setup for it looks basically the same. They did add a fake coin mech down here, but this is actually plastic. It's a little bit better than kind of the wooden thing that they had down here with some fake locks and everything. Adds to the appeal of it, but sadly, it doesn't light up or anything like that. I actually did see an image of someone's Simpsons that did have it light up, so I don't know if there's like a deluxe version of this versus the one I got, but hey, for free, brand new, I'll take it. So let's fire this up and see what it's all about. I did actually build this myself, that already. I love the light up marquee. That's awesome. My Turtles machine didn't have that. I know the later Turtle machines did have that. But 4-player action on this one. And it includes the Simpsons arcade game and Simpsons bowling. Which bowling uses the trackball there. But yeah. I'll be honest, this wasn't the Arcade1Up I expected my third one to be. So yeah, you got the Simpsons, got the Simpsons bowling. I do have it turned down a little bit. It's later on in the evening, but I also like that it's like an old TV volume now, and it doesn't just click volume anymore. But this has online play, which is interesting, where you can actually record your high score, and there's the leaderboards there. I added my Tom Was Here to this. Tom Was Here is my username for this, so I haven't played this game in a considerable amount of time, so it has been a little while, but I used to pump quarters into this machine. I'm going to turn this down a little bit to so I can convey. The Arcade1Up machine I was actually looking for, the one that I was planning to be a third and probably final one in my collection, to be honest with you. And it's not that they're bad machines, it's just that they're getting more expensive each time they put new improvements and new things out. I like the variety. I'd like to have a variety of ones. Now the downside is that the Simpsons one is kind of a beat 'em up like the Ninja Turtles one. So they kind of cancel each other out. The one good thing is they do have the Simpsons bowling in here with the trackball, so at least that's like a sport of some type. I was actually looking for NBA Jam, and I'll be honest, I'm going to scour Marketplace looking for a cheap version of NBA Jam. I do really want a sports cab. I think that's just a nice like mix to the collection, because that would leave me 4. 4 would probably put me at my limit of space. I'll be honest, I don't even have space for this, so this will probably be going down in the basement, as well as NBA Jam if I ever find it for a reasonable price, and they'll both go down in the basement, sadly. I wish I had the space to put all of them together, but I just don't have a house big enough for that. Luckily I have a house big enough to just get 4 cabinets in. I'm not going to do any more than that. I also still have the Die Hard arcade machine that I did a video on a few years back. I'll link it in here below. A full-size Die Hard arcade machine. So between that and the now 3 Arcade1Up cabinets, and if I get NBA Jam 4, that will be just about my limit. I don't think I can do any more. And to be honest, there's no other ones that I'm super like it would be cool to have like a shooting one. I did see they had like T2. I don't think I like T2 much as a shooting arcade game, but if they ever got like Lethal Enforcers or something, I was a big fan of that. So if they ever do put that out with a reasonable price, which they won't, I'd have to wait until like the clearance and then the sub clearance. But this was an unexpected find at $1.99, and even though it is very similar, the main arcade game is very similar to Ninja Turtles, I figured I'd give it a whirl just the same, because I like this game. I played this game a ton when I was, well, when Turtles wasn't available. Usually people were putting quarters into Turtles, and I was like, well, The Simpsons is just about as good. And it was. I really enjoyed this one, so definitely a cool ad. I love the style of the arcade and the design, and let's face it, The Simpsons have been around since I've been a little kid. The Simpsons will probably be around when my son has a little kid. I mean, they will be around forever. Yeah, so I mean, it's an icon of American television. And, you know, they always say, like, The Simpsons did it. Well, yeah, when you've been a show for 30 plus years, you're going to eventually do everything. You got to come up with something new. But yeah, I just think they'll be around until the end of time. So it actually has an online update system, and like I said, online scoring as well. So it's a little bit different than than the previous Arcade1Up cabinets I have with Rampage and with Ninja Turtles. This one has that online capability. So yeah, let's get into some gameplay here. I like how everybody, I think every character has like a weapon of some type. Like Lisa has a saxophone, Marge has a vacuum cleaner, Bart has a skateboard, but Homer just uses his fist to be with that, you know, that dad's fighting strength. You know, it's weird. Simpsons have been around so long. Oh, I'm not good at this. Simpsons has been around so long that I've reached a point that I started out liking Bart because I was Bart's age, and got old enough that now I sympathize with Homer. Like, yeah, there's a reason why you get old and have kids. So, yeah. It's gone to that point now. It has gone to that, yeah, I'm not, They steal the pants thing falling down from King Hippo from Punch-Out? I mean, but yeah, for those familiar with the Turtles arcade game, this is eerily similar to what this is. I mean, it's basically the same thing. So. There you go. Oh, wait, he's not done yet? Wow. There you go. Now he's done.
Blow up your balloon and go after Maggie. Ready? Go!
Wow, I didn't... Second place? Wow, I'm really bad at this. Rusty. Okay, so we're going to check out the bowling as well next, because it's really the only other two games on this cabinet. And this one, you exclusively use the trackball on this one. Trackball's down here.
Wait a minute. Okay, ready.
Okay, so the trackball sets the curve, and then you hit the button. You position the player with the trackball. You hit the button. And then you hit the button and wait for the green, and then roll. I think that's how you do it. Ooh, good start. Good start.
What a day for Homer J.
Okay. Hit that nice curve. Let's try that. Ooh, oopsie. I didn't hit the trackball straight forward like I likes. There you go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, not the greatest game by any stretch, but it's certainly playable. I can see we're playing like with two people. You can make like a thing to it. Ooh. Oh, come on. I put too much zip on it all the time? I think I put too much zip on it. Okay. There we go. Pretty good, pretty good.
Your face, stupid pins.
Yeah, so I'm actually having a nice little start here. There we go. Look at me go. I'm a regular novice on this, but not doing too bad. Ooh.
USA.
Not bad, not bad. Not too bad at all. Oh. Ah, not great on that one. Thought I hit the nice thing on there. Yes, sir. Look at that.
I am so talented.
Not too bad at all. Ah, come on, hit that pin. Ah, you garbage. That's in. Boop. Not too bad, not too bad.
Day of my life.
I'm sure people here bowling like 300s probably on this. On the regular, they figured out the system and everything. I haven't watched too many YouTube videos on this, to be honest. There we look at that. Having a nice little session here. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm on a tear.
Body English.
I'm on a run here. See how we did. There was only that one frame where the ball got away from me, and every other one was perfect. There we go. Well, it wasn't perfect. There was a lot of spares. A few strikes, but a lot of spares. Oh, come on. Give me that. What a crime. 211 final. It's still pretty good. That's pretty good, admittedly. 5 strikes, 5 spares. Not bad.
Losers. Kiss my big yellow behind, losers. Woo! I'm invincible. Invincible. Ow!
Okay. Okay. Ooh, high score. High score. That's awesome. So that'll just about do it for the Simpsons review. I built this one myself, which, as I mentioned with the Turtles one, you know, I'm generally not someone that builds, likes building things. I get frustrated by the instructions. I don't like how things, I very rarely, very rarely complete a full project because I get too frustrated and quit. I built this with actually limited frustration. A couple times there were a couple little things that didn't screw properly or the holes didn't align, but just about everything else kind of worked on the first try, which is, you know, it's great because Arcade1Up, especially in the early stages, especially fitting this like lower door here, used to be such a challenge, and they made it way easier. So you can see the improvements that they made with kind of these later cabinets, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to grab this one, not just for the price of free, but the fact that I wanted to see kind of what the improvements they made without having to pay a ultra premium price point coming out of the gate at like $600, $700. Some of these ones are. So for paying basically a gift card, totally worth it to me. Now, mileage will vary, I guess, in the amount of playtime we'll put into this. The Turtles machine gets a lot of work. My daughter, mainly. My daughter will put a ton of time into the Ninja Turtles machine. She loves it. And every once in a while, I'll get that nostalgia bit, and I'll go on there and play that, or I'll play Rampage. But I think the next one will be an NBA Jam cabinet. So if someone has one, and you're in the Pittsburgh area, and you're trying to offload it for very, very cheap, I dig a very, very cheap price point. But yeah, I am actively looking for a NBA Jam arcade cabinet. That'll probably be the next play here, coming up sooner rather than later, and then I'll probably be done. The only other thing I would want at some point is I don't know enough to build an arcade machine, one that would play like all of the games, like 1,000 games in one machine or 2,000. I did buy a Raspberry Pi that was preloaded with all these games and was running it off my PC. But if I knew someone that could build arcade cabinets or could make an arcade cabinet work, you know, like from an already built one or a shell of one, using that Raspberry Pi and making a system out of that, I would love to explore that at some point. I don't know enough, and to be honest, don't want to spend a ton to do it. You know, what can I say? But it would be cool if I was able to put that together with the Raspberry Pi I already have that has all these preloaded games on there. The only other thing also I would like to check out, not necessarily the Arcade1Up ones, but at some point a virtual pinball machine, because I think that would be really cool as well. They're still a little bit too high of a price point for me. I do like a bargain price point, or one that I can, you know, don't have to spend a ton of money on. You know, one that, you know, some of the Arcade1Ups are intriguing. I haven't actually messed with one yet, so I can't tell you, versus like some of the Arcade1Ups that other people have. I don't know of anybody that has one of the pinball ones. So I would actually like to try that out before that, because if one of them got kind of in the range that this one is, like on the cheap side, maybe I would consider that. But I would like one that I could, like the Legends Arcade one, where you can actually put the USB in and download more games, and have like one that has like all of the pinball games, which would be really, really cool. But yeah, at some point I will have a house, dare to dream, that will have space, maybe in a whole room, for all of these arcade pursuits. You know, it was the boyhood dream to have like an arcade, you know, just like walk into a room in your house and it's like a full arcade. So yeah, I mean, I've, you know, a lot of things, and I mentioned this in several videos, is to make my boyhood proud. Like, I can go to my 10-year-old self and go, you've 4 arcade machines in your house. There you are, little one. You've done it. You've reached that point. You're almost a 40-year-old man, but you have 4 arcade machines in your house. You've made it. But yeah, that'll do it. Let me know your thoughts on the Simpsons arcade machine. Did you pay full boat for this one, which I think was like $600 from the jump? And how do you feel now that the people are getting them for like $200 or even sometimes less if they find like a... occasionally you see someone trying to like offload these, like they bought it for their kid just didn't play them at all, and they're on Facebook Marketplace like $100, get it out of my house, you know, like I've seen that a couple times too. But yeah, if someone has that arcade jam and they want it out of their house for a very, very cheap price, drop it in the comments below, because I will stop by and grab that from you. But that'll do it. Simpsons arcade machine. Like I said, I'm thrilled it's in the house. I love the light up marquee. I like the games, to be honest. I like the bowling. I like this a nice variety over the standard, you know, kind of beat 'em up that the Simpsons is. You know, and the Turtles machine has the 2 beat 'em up games. This at least has beat 'em up game and a bowling. What would be killer is this had hit and run on it. My all-time favorite Simpsons game, and I think everybody's all-time favorite Simpsons game, but man, that would be a cool... If that was hit and run, what a home run. I probably wouldn't have got it for $200 because everybody loves hit and run. But yeah, that'll do it. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like to support me on Patreon like John Bailey did. You can do so. Link is in the description below. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt. Now, I made this one myself before I ended up doing other versions of this. This is an older one, but Tomwashere t-shirt. You can do so at Spreadshirt, as well as links to my eBay store, Facebook page, Instagram, Clubhouse, and the Pennsylvania Autograph Collectors Association. Links are in the description below. tell me what Arcade1 cabinet you have. Do you have one? Or are you going to jump at one of these lower price ones? Like I said, I've been looking for NBA Jam. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the countertop one, which is a little bit more reasonable, or if I want the full cab. I think I want the full cab. And I did see they put out a Shack one as well, like the bigger one that's almost like a full-size cab without the riser. I also don't use risers. Like, I know people like, oh, I like to play arcades like the old days. I'm like, yeah, I don't. I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm going to sit down, enjoy myself. But that'll do it for the Arcade1Up cabinet. Simpsons. Really, really cool. Big fan of this cabinet. And also the accomplishment of building it myself. And I know they say like a kid could, but look, don't take this from me, all right? Guys, thanks so much for watching. And until the next video, we will see you soon. But until then, bye everyone.